Halftime of the Brunch Bowl. Alabama 21, Kansas State 10. I don't know if this is going to be a close game in the second half, but it's been an entertaining game so far. Either way, but Alabama is up 21-10. Bryce Young playing out of his mind. Shout out to Bryce Young. I love talking. I'm trash on this channel, but in this day and age where you got all these players sitting out, Bryce Young chose to play, and he's having an absolutely amazing game. Over 200 yards in the first half, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Will Anderson is playing too defensively for Alabama. Shout out to him. But I don't know what's going to happen in the second half here. There were some rumors leading up to this game that Bryce Young and Will Anderson might only be playing in the first half. We'll see if that's true when we get back to the game here. Kansas State's played well, too. I mean, they drove the length of the field there towards the end of the second quarter. Got all the way down to the, two-yard line. Went for it on 4th and goal. Threw an incomplete pass and didn't get it. Alabama turns around and scores there with like a minute. You know, they had basically 1 minute on the clock. Alabama on their own 2-yard line, 98-yard drive ends in a Jermaine Burton touchdown pass. Jahmyr Gibbs has some big runs. That's to be expected. Deuce Vaughn with a huge run and is playing well. He's over 100 yards already in the first half. Deuce Vaughn is. Got most of it on this one run. They're showing the highlight now. It was a 60, 70-yard run, whatever, 80-yard run, whatever it was. Touchdown run. He is so much fun to watch. For those of y'all who watch the live streams, you know BA, or what y'all call the Uber lady. When they were doing the coin toss for this game, each team sent like 4 players out, you know, and it was like a couple of offensive linemen. Will Anderson was out there. K-State had, you know, these big guys out there. And then there's Deuce Vaughn standing there. And she was like, look at that little guy. Oh, he's so cute. Going on and on. Look, he's so cute. Like a little baby. And then after they did the coin toss, you know how the players will like give each other the hug or whatever? Deuce Vaughn gave Will Anderson a hug, and it was kind of funny to see. He came up to like barely above Will Anderson's waist. I love watching Deuce Vaughn, though. He's been one of my favorite players to watch all year in college football. He's a lot of fun to watch. But I don't know what's going to happen in the second half of this game. Kansas State is playing pretty well. They've played a couple of different quarterbacks, Adrian Martinez and the other guy, Will Howard. Both of them have played. We'll see what happens in the second half. I mean, obviously, if things keep up the way they're going here, and especially if Bryce Young and Will Anderson, Bryce Young in particular, if Bryce Young plays the second half, I think it's going to be hard for Kansas State to come back and win this game. If Alabama, if Bryce Young comes out, well, then Kansas State's got a great chance of coming back and winning because Jalen Mildew, Alabama's backup quarterback, doesn't know what he's doing. He can't complete a pass. This guy, he can run around, but he's not a quarterback. He's like I don't know what he is. He's some sort of tight end or H-back playing. He's like Anthony Richardson, basically. So we'll see what happens in the second half, though. But yeah, Sugar Bowl, Alabama, Kansas State, Alabama up 21-10 at halftime. And boy, we're ticking down the hours now. About 6 hours or so, I guess, until Georgia versus Ohio State tonight at 8 o'clock. Coming up before that, though, at 4 o'clock, TCU and Michigan, both playoff games coming up today on New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's to everybody as well. They're showing a live shot, it looks like, here of the Georgia Dome. Now you got some Ohio State players milling around for no particular reason at all. C.J. Stroud, Marshmallow Soft. Will C.J. Stroud have over or under 0 yards rushing today? I'm going to put it at under 0. He may have a run or two for a few yards, but I think he's going to get sacked so many times it's going to negate whatever piddly little rushing yards he might pick up. But anyway, I am live streaming both playoff games, so 4 o'clock, come hang out on this channel right here. We'll watch TCU and Michigan. And then at 8 o'clock now, I'm going to be live streaming on the Patreon page. So a lot of you are members over on the Patreon page. You know how it works. I'll post a link on Patreon about 7:45. Just go over to my Patreon page. Click the link. It'll take you right to the live stream. If you're not a member of the Patreon page and you want to hang out and watch the Georgia-Ohio State game, I'll try to remember to post a link in the description of this video that'll take you to the Patreon page. But if you just go to Google and just Google Uncle Lou Patreon, you'll find it. Get yourself signed up. Let's hang out and watch some college football playoff games. All right, good luck in the second half. Brunch Bowl, participation, prize, game. Alabama fans, if Alabama wins this game, this is what Alabama fans will. If Alabama wins this game, is there any way they can still get into the playoff? That's what Alabama fans are sitting around thinking. You know, if we win this game, if we blow them out, maybe if we win like 45-14, 45-17, something like that, maybe they'll still put us in the playoffs.